Coach Jewett, the Pitt State men's and women's indoor track and field teams make their debut this Saturday, December 8th, competing in Joplin, Missouri in the early bird meet. Talk a little bit about the teams going into a December meet, not a type of competition you see year in and year out with December meets, but talk about the squads as they prepare to open the 2012-13 season.
Yeah, historically, prior to last year, we would really never take advantage of the December opportunity to compete anyway. The NCAA allows you to start the first weekend in December. We just decided to use most of our dates of competition later in the indoor season and a full complement in the outdoor season. We have found a way to try and use one in December for different reasons. One reason is that a real close-by school is hosting the competition, so it'll be low cost for us, so thanks to Missouri Southern on that. But we also see it as an opportunity to show the athletes specifically what their fitness level is and their competition readiness is right before they leave us for 5 weeks, counting the finals week, and go out on their own back home and train. We think it's valuable for them to see where they are and to sort of show them what they have to lose if they don't have a very good Christmas break. Plus, it's just good after all the hard work they do in the fall to culminate that fall program with a competition, putting the uniform on.
Whether the first competition comes in December or after the first of the year, talk about the excitement of just getting a season underway.
Well, it's always exciting starting another season of competition. It's exciting when you bring them in the fall and start training, and especially to see how the new kids develop along and see how they perform and handle themselves in that first competition, and to sort of have a starting point in many ways to see what your team looks like that first competition so that you have some perspective to look back upon, I think, at the end of the season and see how far you've come. That's always a real rewarding thing, especially for us old guys. So we know we're going to likely make some mistakes, and there won't probably be many, if any, national qualifying performances, but we need to get a start, and now's as good a time as any, and better sooner than later.
Talk about the meet itself. It looks like a good field of competitors that are going to come into it. What do you see out of either your men's or women's squads? Maybe just kind of break us down with the men's squad, and then follow that with the women's in terms of the makeup of your teams and going into this competition.
Well, I think our men's squad is fairly balanced this year. We return a good host of guys that were on the team last year that had some success, and then they also know there's no guarantees. 1 year does not beget another year's success. So this is a unique team, its own team, and we're pretty balanced. Now, this first competition, we won't be racing anybody that raced in cross country. That's a little bit too quick, I think, to get back into competition for them. But everyone else, every other event group, we'll be putting guys on the track that are healthy and are ready to compete. And this is a good meet to open with. It's not a real big meet. There is some quality competition there. So it's just about right for our men's team. And I would say the same for the women's team. There are a couple of places where we're not real strong in the women's team, at least right now. We have some potential to develop there. And this, again, is a good competition for us to compare ourselves against a couple other conference schools, let some of these new kids especially get a little bit of a taste of the conference competition, because they hear about it. They hear our other kids talk about the level of competition in our conference. So we'll get a little bit of a preview, I guess, of a couple of teams in the conference, and that's good for them, I think.
The Pitt State men's and women's indoor track and field teams open their season Saturday, December 8th at the Leggett and Platt Athletic Center on the Missouri Southern campus. The meet starts at 10 a.m., will run through the day, culminating at approximately 8 p.m. with the distance medley relays.